Oh, hello, hello. Hey, Brady Theodore here, coming from my little ice castle. Today, I want to ask you, what is it that you're looking for when you start a new business? What is it? I'm going to tell you exactly what you should be looking for, but before I do that, I'd like you to go below, touch that little button, bell, be notified about the next time that I come on to give you information about your home business. Anyway, let's dive right into this very important question. What are you looking for when you begin a new business? Basically, or preferably from home. Um, what I found very important, now to back up a hair, some people believe product is most important. Other people believe compensation plan is most important. Personally, and this is just me, I look at product first, product or service. If you don't have an excellent product or a excellent service, you're not going to have any money anyway. So what's the use in the compensation plan? So anyway, the first thing that I look for in a product is it efficacious? Is it edified? Is it something that works well, that can fulfill a need for many individuals? Would it be consumable? Is it something that would be purchased more often than not? So something that's efficacious, that's been edified, something that can be consumed more than one time and ordered or purchased more than one time. Something that is not super expensive. It's got a good price tag on it, a good price point, something that people find affordable. Something that would be not easy to sell, but easily explained, that people, again, need. Something that they would like to have in their life. Something that maybe has an unlimited market. Something that everybody can use. 8 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy. So something that can be edified or has been edified. Something that is consumable, can be ordered more than once. It's got a great price point that people can afford. Something that is easily explained so people understand what you have to offer. Something that encompasses an unlimited market where all different sizes, shapes, whatever type person could use, and something that could be easily distributed. So those are some pretty good basics to start with. And I personally looked for well over a year for just such a product within a company that I could work with, that I could be passionate about. And I finally found it. I found it in the niche that I would have never imagined myself being in, which is in health and wellness. And I know what you're thinking, oh, I don't like health. I don't care for wellness. It's too inundated, too much competition, too many products, too much to learn. It would never fly. And that's basically the reasons that I had thought of previously, until I was presented with the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, everybody, and I don't care what age you're at, young or old, I don't care what color you are, I don't care what career path you've taken. I found a company that has a product that is that works so well, that is priced perfectly affordable, something that can be used by any age, that can be shipped easily, that has a price point that is affordable. And you're thinking, well, what could that possibly be? Well, do you have stress in your life? I know you do. I know I do. I just never understood how much stress I was under until I began using the product that I would like to explain to you briefly. Stress doesn't come in many forms, but it causes many problems. And stress is derived from basically one thing in your personal body that everybody has. And it comes from your adrenal glands, two little pea-sized glands sitting on top of your kidneys. Those little adrenal glands put out cortisol through your body. And you're saying, cortisol? What's cortisol? Cortisol is a hormone secreted by your adrenal glands. Those little glands have a big function in your body, because besides cortisol being produced, your adrenal glands produce many other enzymes for those two little spots in your kidneys. Does a lot for your body. Anyway, stress. You're thinking, well, yeah, stress. I'm stressed. I'm not stressed. Blah blah blah. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Let me ask you this: do you feel fatigued at any time during the day? Do you feel irritable? I know I do. A lot of times I'm fatigued. A lot of times I'm irritable. Headaches. Now, personally, I do not get headaches. I've been one of the fortunate few in my life that I could probably count on two hands how many headaches I've actually had in my life. Migraines, absolutely not. I don't think I've ever had one. Not the way they've been explained to me by people that do get migraine headaches. Do you ever feel anxious or depressed? They kind of go hand in hand. Do you continue to gain weight or not be able to lose weight? Maybe you have that little spare tire around your middle there, the middle section of your gut, that you just, no matter how much dieting you do, how much exercising you do, it just won't go away. I know I've got that. Over the years, I've accumulated a little bit of weight, and now I've got that little spare tire, that little bit that just will never go away. High blood pressure. I've had high blood pressure for years and have been on medication for it. Never thought that I would have a blood pressure problem. I didn't think that I had anything physically wrong with me to cause high blood pressure. But in fact, I do. Come to find out, it was stress, or is stress related. Your libido. Men, do you have erectile dysfunction? I know we hate to talk about it. Even in my upper years, I personally do not have that problem, fortunately for me, but it is a topic that needs to be discussed, because many men do have sexual dysfunction, erectile dysfunction. Women have sexual dysfunction. A difficulty recovering from your exercising. Do you exercise? Do you work out? Do you even walk around the block in the evening? Do you have a hard time recovering from that? Meaning, do you have the achy joints and the inflammation, tenderness in your muscles afterwards that kind of lingers on? Sleeping habits. Do you have poor sleep? I know I did for years. For years, I'd lay down at night and I'd lay there for half an hour with my mind racing and running and thinking, and couldn't fall asleep. And when I did, I'd wake up maybe a couple hours in. Then I had to wake up, go to the bathroom. Then I'd lay down and toss and turn. And I'd wake up in a pool of sweat from night sweats. Never thinking personally that it really could be stress related. But all of these issues, fatigue, irritability, headaches, anxiety, weight gain, sleeping habits, high blood pressure, erectile dysfunction, indigestion problems. I personally have esophageal varices, which is caused by GERD, which is an indigestion problem. Again, for years, doctors were saying that was stress related, and to go as far as saying it was mental stress related, where in fact, stress is not a mental issue. It is an issue caused by your adrenal gland, where it's producing cortisol. And cortisol is, like I stated, a hormone that's produced and shoots through your body. And it's basically from your fight or flight system in your body. You know, you see a bear come running at you, haha. But a bear comes at you and you think, should I fight it or should I run from it? Either way, cortisol is pumped through your body from your adrenal glands. And when that is pumped out, your heart races, your lungs start working harder, your respiratory starts working harder, your mind races and starts thinking, where can I go? How can I fight? Whatever the situation may be. This is cortisol running through your body. Now, the problem with cortisol is, or the problem with your adrenal gland producing cortisol is, there is no off switch for producing cortisol. Throughout your life, you have situations that cause stress where you're not thinking fight or flight, but you do feel your blood pressure go up, your heart race, you're breathing harder, your mind race. These are all related to cortisol when it's pumping through your body. Now, because your adrenal glands do not have that off switch, the hormone cortisol continues to pump. And every time it pumps, it builds up. And it gets to a higher and higher level in your body. So every time you have an issue that is stress, it pumps cortisol. It stays at that, pretty much that level. There's no reversing it. There's no getting rid of it. There's no stopping it. Now you go to the doctor and he says, well, you have stress. Let's give you pills to relax you. Oh, you're anxious. Let's give you pills to mellow you out. Oh, you can't sleep. Let's give you pills so you can sleep. Pills. Come to find out, and this is all documented in the medical journals, that pills do not stop the production of cortisol. It can't be done. Pills mask over the issues. It just masks the issues that cortisol is causing. So the stress continues to build. Some people have nervous breakdowns. Some people fall into depression. These problems happen because as the cortisol levels are staying high and you're stressed out, you think, well, I'll go to bed at night and I'll get a good night's sleep and I'll wake up tomorrow feeling better. And then you go to bed and you lay there and you toss and turn. You don't sleep well. You might get, some people 3 hours, some people 5 hours, but it's not sleep like going to sleep and hitting REM sleep where your mind shuts down, recalibrates itself, and you wake up feeling refreshed. Now, as this is happening, day after day after day, the cortisol levels are high. You're not sleeping well. Now your body's being fatigued. You're losing energy. You get up the next day, you can't hardly move. You lay there thinking, I don't want to get up. Then when you do, your mind is fogged, your brain's not working. You reach for that cup of coffee, that cigarette, breakfast, or maybe you don't eat breakfast, which is even worse. All of these problems stem from stress. Stress is the leads in the 6 major causes of death: respiratory problems, indigestive problems, diabetes, heart disease, suicide, accidents, cirrhosis of the liver, all from stress. It's just a big, vicious cycle. So as you're not sleeping, you're fatigued, you have no energy, when all this is going through your mind, you're thinking, oh, blah, blah, and then you start getting depressed. Then you come out of your slight depression, you get anxious. And the more anxious you get about thinking about all this, the more depressed you get. The more depressed you get, the more tired and fatigued you feel. It is such a cycle that cannot be broken. It cannot be broken until the cortisol levels in your body are lowered. Thank God for me and for you and for everyone on this earth. There is now a product that is made to reduce cortisol. It's an all herbal, all natural, 100% natural, plant-based product designed, formulated to lower cortisol up to 40%. Now, when this happens, you're modulating your cortisol levels. You're supporting your adrenal functions, a healthy adrenal function. You begin to have a resistance to effects of cell damage, because the cortisol in your body, because it's a hormone, is working at the cellular level. It is damaging every organ in your body. This is why you can get cirrhosis of the liver from stress, from high cortisol, because, of course, the cells in your liver or your cells in your liver is an organ, and those are, of course, cells. So you need to treat at the cellular level. With the stress, fatigue, anxiety, depression, everything that's happening, you begin to lose cognitive function in your mind. Your brain can actually shrink. Who would have thought? But you have brain shrinkage over the course of your lifetime because the cortisol level's too high. You have telomerons in your DNA that show your lifespan. And as cortisol levels continue to stay high, your telomerons start to shrink. How this happens is telomerons are reproduced by your cells. Every time a cell reproduces, it reproduces the telomerons. When the telomerons tips begin to shorten, each time cells produce, they get shorter and shorter. Now, of course, by finger, you can't measure a cell, but the telomerons are getting shorter. And when you get a bit older, instead of the telomerons staying at the length they should be, they're shortened, which is shortening your lifespan. One more major issue caused from stress. This herbal product can enhance your immune activity. The deficiency in your immune system will get better over time. You'll start getting better sleep because the cortisol level is lower, your stress is reduced. Now you lay down, you actually sleep. When you sleep better, of course, your mood starts changing because the next day you get up with energy, you feel better, physically actually feel better. Now your mind feels better. You have more mental clarity, better focus. And overall, you can have just a sense of well-being. Now, I'm telling you all this because as you decide on a business, you want something that can be edified or has been edified. It's efficacious. Something that is got a great price point. Something that everybody can use. Something that can be reordered again and again and again. It's not a one-shot deal. Something's got the price point that most everybody can afford. Something that once it's explained that people say, my goodness, I really need that for myself. So now they can afford it, they need it, they're going to use it, and not use it just once, they're going to use it time again. Now, I've told you all this because I have found such the company, such the product. And if you would like to learn more about this, how to lower your cortisol using a 100% natural, all plant-based elixir, I would like you to go below and touch that button and learn more for yourself about cortisol levels, about stress and anxiety, and what this is doing to you in your life. And once you really dive in and learn about it, you will be shocked to find out that in medical journals now, this is the cause, and this is the only way to stop the cause and effect of cortisol and stress. So that's what I have to say today about what do you look for in a company. Now, if you're looking for the same things, you've come to the right place. Help yourself, help your wealth. The path starts here, and the journey starts now. The moment you go below and touch that button. Do it, take a look at it. If you like what you see, reach out to me and let me start you on this path that I'm on. You won't regret it. That's what I have to say to you today, tonight, tomorrow, every time you watch this video or you share this video. Now, please go below, touch that button, be notified about the next time I come on so we can talk a little bit more about stress, cortisol, the problems of it, and what we can do about it. Thanks a lot, guys. I will talk to y'all real soon.